Welcome back. Joining me now is NMU quarterback Carter Kopach. Carter, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, the team knocked off Wayne State this week, and you're now tied for first place in the GLIAC. Obviously, there's work still to be done, but how big was this win?
Pretty big. Wayne State, great opponent, great defense, great offense, outstanding player in Joik Bell, great running back. So it was a pretty big win. Obviously, got hopefully a few left in us for the rest of the season, but as we look back tomorrow, it's going to be a nice win to see on film. We got a lot of improvement to do the rest of the way.
Despite entering the Wayne State game 4-1 and beating a ranked Saginaw Valley team on the road last week, you guys still weren't ranked. Do you feel like you're playing with your chip on your shoulder and you're still playing for respect?
Yeah, I think this year especially came in, obviously going 2-8 last year, and nobody really gave us, I think, a chance to win any games, let alone how we're doing right now. So I think every week we're trying to continue to get that respect, and I think the rest of the team, and myself included, we're not really worried about the rankings so much, but just getting the respect that we think we deserve, and we worked hard in the offseason, and each week we got to work hard, to gain that respect. So it's a week-by-week process.
You've made great strides this year in your play and are currently third in the GLIAC in passing efficiency behind Ashland's Billy Cundiff and Grand Valley's Brad Eichik. What would you attribute to your success this season?
Two major things are the coaches doing a great job prepping me and having great game plans set that are pretty easy to execute as far as my part, and doing a great job of keeping me good in practice and whatnot. And then the other big thing is the players around me. I think the O-line's done a phenomenal job both in the run game and the pass protection as far as keeping me on my feet. And then the running backs, we have basically a three-headed monster back there with Brandon Smith and Antonio and Mark. So handing the ball off to those guys and getting so many yards a pop makes second short and third and short a lot easier for me to get easy pass plays off. And then obviously my receiving core is pretty much, I think, second to none as the conference. We have Zach Nichols, arguably our number one, just a phenomenal athlete. I mean, can't ask for more out of a receiver than what he does for you. And Dustin Branshaw and Brian Mitz and Christian, Jesse, they're all great athletes and bring unique things that per se maybe not every one of those guys does, but together they all can do it all. And I think it's great, and they also do a really great job. I think most people don't notice this, but run game, they're on the field blocking, and I think I'm pretty sure that they might be the best receiving core as far as catching the ball and running after that, but blocking, they're definitely the best.
Yeah, how fun is it to play QB with all that talent around you on offense?
It makes my job a heck of a lot easier. Obviously, I think the stats are all, there's everything you do as a quarterback gets statted and gets written down, but as far as line protection, it's just great to have a line that they're playing so well, and they've really come together. I feel like this year, all the way from left to right tackle, and our tight end Blake Kreider's doing a great job, both in pass protection, run game, and also getting open in routes and making plays. So it's great, and then having the opportunity to hand the ball off to, like I said, those three running backs, and then those receivers I throw to, they make my job a little easier because it doesn't have to be on the money. It could be pretty far off, and they'll still go up there and make a play for me. So it's great playing with that kind of talent around me.
Yeah, coming out of high school, you drew some interest from some D1 schools. What led you to NMU?
Well, interest, I think, everyone has their story about how I could have went to, big time, and I never had any money or anything like that for any of these big time schools. I got, the random letter in the mail, so it wasn't too personal or anything like that. I had a few offers as far as walk-ons were concerned, but as far as scholarships, Northern Michigan was the only school to actually put down on the table, like, okay, here's some money for you, and make your parents happy. So that was probably the biggest thing, the money. And then I felt like this is the only school that really, was like, we want you, but it's not like, you're just another guy. We really want you to come here. So I felt like I was wanted. That was probably the biggest thing that drew me here.
You come from a pretty prestigious football program at Mount Carmel High School in Chicago, and they've turned out a lot of great talent, including Donovan McNabb. How has that helped you make the transition to the college stage?
Yeah, it was nice in high school to see, see guys that have been through the same hallways as you, that have gone on to do great things. But I've met Donovan McNabb, but I really haven't really spoken to him. So that really hasn't helped me out too much as far as I'm going pro. It kind of gives my high school legitimacy when I'm talking to the guys, But as far as just my high school being a pretty good football program and pretty good school, it's nice because I have a lot of buddies. Some of my best friends are football players, obviously, I played with in high school, and they also went through the recruiting process, and a lot of them are playing college football right now. So if I'm having a rough day or a bad week, I'll talk to them, and it's kind of nice to have someone to go to with similar problems or similar situation as they do.
Well, this week, Carter, another huge game for the team as you guys square off with Hillsdale.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is a team that just knocked off Grand Valley, the number one team in the nation. How will you guys keep the momentum going on Saturday?
We're gonna have to have another great week of practice. Hopefully, I think my goal in football every year is just to get better day in and day out. So if we do that, I think if we have great enthusiasm all week, like we always tried to have, and then we come out Saturday and hopefully execute our game plan that our coaches have put together, and I know it'll be great. It's been great the whole season. So if we continue to stay together, and obviously I think we've been pretty lucky with breaks so far this year as far as fourth down conversions and even punt returns and special teams. I mean, eventually that stuff will probably, start to go against us. We got to stay together as a team and continue to trust our coaches and one another. I think we'll have a great day on Saturday again.
Well, Carter, good luck this week,
Thank
and
you.
good luck the rest of the season.
Thanks for having me.
That's NMU quarterback Carter Kopach. Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, Sean Kelly will join me to recap NMU hockey's season opener. Stay with us.
I'm Sean Kelly.
And I'm Nick Nancosi. We're your hockey analysts this year for the 2009-2010 NMU Wildcat season.
You can check us out every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. on Marquette Channel 20.
Welcome back. Sean, the NMU hockey team opened up play this Friday at Michigan Tech, and it wasn't the start the team was looking for.
No, it really wasn't. The Northern Michigan University Wildcats traveled to Houghton to take on their rival, the Michigan Tech Huskies. And during the game, the Cats struck first early in the first period on a power play goal from captain Eric Gustafson. After that, it was 3 unanswered goals from Michigan Tech. Northern did score one more late in the first on a power play from Gregor Hansen to get within 1, but that was the closest the team would get. They dropped the game 5-3 to Michigan Tech behind a hat trick from Brett Olson from Michigan Tech.
What does the team need to improve on, Sean?
To improve, they really need to start passing the puck better. It was really sloppy passing in their defensive zone and out into the neutral zone. They also need to work on clearing the puck out of the zone, which will take pressure off Brian Stewart, who did allow 5 goals on 29 shots, or 34 shots. He had 29 saves for the game. And NMU as a team only took 18 shots. They need to take more shots in order to score more goals.
Are there any positives the team can take from this game?
Yeah, there sure is. It's early in the season, so one loss isn't going to really hurt your chances at anything, and even though it was against a rival, it was a non-conference game. But TJ Miller did come out and play great. It was his first game back since probably the middle of last season. He did a wonderful job blocking shots during the game.
Well, we're going to take another break, and when we come back, Brice will be here to talk about the UP Cross Country Championships. Stay with us. The UP Cross Country Championships were held this weekend, and Brice, how'd the Wildcats do?
Wildcats did very well. They came first out of 3 teams. They beat LSSU and Tech by the scores of 23, 32, and 87. In cross country, how it's scored is that the top 5 runners, their placement is added together, and then its lowest score wins. NMU junior Jenny Wiedmeyer won the race overall, 19 minutes and 12 seconds for the 5-kilometer course on Chocolate Golf Course. And 8 other NMU runners were within 1 minute, which is really good for Northern. As we get into the deeper sessions, it's good to see the depth, which is so important when you get to this part of the year. The next action for NMU is at the GLIAC Cross Country Championships held at Saginaw Valley. Grand Valley is the favorite to win there. They're ranked number 1 in the Midwest right now. So we'll see how well the Wildcats can do.
Great. Hopefully they can keep it going. That's going to wrap up this week's edition of the show. For Brice Burge and the entire Cat Chat crew, I'm Pete Francis. Until next time, go Cats.